Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you completely free watermarking tools that make great alternatives to Canva. Now you might be thinking, why even look for an alternative, right? Well, Canva is indeed a widely used design platform. Even on the free plan, you'll get tons of fonts, templates, and design elements. It can really boost your creativity and do wonders when you're building a brand or promoting your business on social media. But here's the thing. Canva isn't the best choice if you mainly want to add watermarks and you don't have the premium version. And in just a moment, I'll show you exactly why. Alright, so here's the plan. First, I'll show you how to create a watermark in Canva. You'll see how to add a text and logo to your images. Then, we'll take a look at the limitations of Canva's free version. And finally, I'll introduce you to free tools that are made specifically for watermarking photos, and trust me, they're worth checking out. How to make a watermark in Canva. If you're using Canva for free, here's how you can add a watermark to your photo. Go to canva.com. Click the Create button and enter the necessary image size. Then go to Uploads and select the photo you want to watermark. Resize the image so that it covers the entire canvas. You can do this manually or simply click Set Image as Background. It's time to add the watermark. We can do this using the text tool in Canva. Choose a text style and type your name or any other text. Adjust the font and size. Set the transparency level. And decide whether your watermark will cover the entire image or just a small part of it. Do you want to cover your image with repeated watermarks? Duplicate your watermark as many times as you want, then position the copies as needed. Now your watermark is ready. All that's left is to download the final image. If you have several photos to watermark in Canva, you can do the following. Duplicate the page, delete the previous image, add a new one and click Set as Background. Your watermark will look consistent across all images. If you want to add a logo as a watermark to your images, you'll first need to upload it to the app. Make sure it's a PNG with a transparent background. Once it's in your uploads, just drag it onto your photo, adjust the size and placement, and lower the opacity. And that's pretty much all you can do in Canva for free. Let's be honest, you get way more freedom if you're a Canva Pro user. You can design a logo from scratch, make a custom signature to use as a watermark, and even save different watermark templates for later. Super handy. But hey, today we're focusing on comparing only free watermarking tools. So let's take a look at the pros and cons of each one. Now, let's get into the main drawbacks of using Canva's free version for watermarking photos. Yes, Canva is super easy to use, but it might not be the best tool if your main goal is simply adding watermarks to your images. These days, there are lots of Canva alternatives that are free, web-based, but most importantly, more suitable for watermarking. So let's see where Canva starts to fall short. Number 1. Batch processing photos in Canva is a pain. Imagine you have dozens or even hundreds of photos to protect. Maybe they're all different sizes. Maybe you want your logo to be the same size and placed in the same corner in all images. Or maybe the watermark needs to be slightly changed in some images in the batch. Here's the problem. In Canva, for every single photo, you need to create a new design, set the dimensions, upload the photo, and apply the watermark. And then repeat that again and again and again. With just a handful of photos, that's annoying. With hundreds, it's basically impossible. Meanwhile, many Canva alternatives allow you to upload all images at once, apply one watermark automatically, and even auto-resize the watermark to fit each photo. In Canva, you'll have to tweak each one manually. Number 2, there's no built-in tile watermark option. If you want to make the thieves' job harder, your watermark should cover roughly 30% of the image. In fact, one of the best ways to protect your image is to have a tiled watermark pattern across the entire photo. In most free Canva alternatives, you'll be able to do this with just a couple of clicks. Tile the watermark, space it evenly, adjust opacity, rotate if needed. But in Canva, you'd have to duplicate your watermark by hand, then manually position each copy, try to align them perfectly, Even for one image, this will take you a while. For many images, forget it. Number 3, you can't save a transparent watermark template for free. In Canva, making an actual reusable watermark requires exporting your design as a PNG with a transparent background. But here's the catch. Transparency is a paid feature. So if you're using the free version, your workaround is to add text manually to each photo every time. That's slow and repetitive. Watermarking apps work differently. You upload your photos first, then design the watermark inside the app. You can save that watermark as a reusable preset and apply it to future batches instantly. Many also allow you to upload your own logo, remove backgrounds, adjust size, opacity, and color, all for free. Number 4, limited image quality options in the free version. The exporting settings have some limitations. If you want to optimize photos for the web, resize or compress them, those options are often locked behind the Pro plan. If you want to download the JPEG for free, you only get around 80% of the original quality. By contrast, many watermarking tools allow you to resize, compress, convert, crop directly inside the same app, and without paying. No need to switch between different programs. Canva is okay if you're watermarking just one photo or adding some text quickly. You can easily make a simple or slightly creative watermark. But if you need to, watermark images regularly, process large batches, use the tile feature, maintain image quality, easily reuse your template, then Canva's free app quickly becomes inefficient. Watermarking apps are built specifically for this, and they simply do it better. Alright, now that we've covered Canva's limitations, let's take a look at 2 excellent alternatives that can make watermarking easier, faster, and way more efficient. 2 Canva alternatives for watermarking photos. First up, Watermarkly. This is an online watermarking tool that works right in your browser. No downloads, no installation. It's totally safe because your files are processed directly on your device and never sent to external servers. That's why the processing speed is instant, even with a weak internet connection. In the free version, you can watermark up to 10 images per day. With the premium version, that number jumps to 2,000 photos, which is a huge advantage if you're working with large batches. If you want to see how it works, here's a quick demo. The link to the video will pop up in the top right corner. So what makes it better than Canva? First of all, batch processing in Watermarkly is super convenient. You can apply a watermark to an entire set of images in one go. It also saves your previously used watermark templates, so next time you can watermark all your files with just one click. There's even a preview section where you can see how the watermark looks on each photo and tweak it if needed. And it includes extra features like automatic watermark color. The app chooses the best color based on the image brightness. Watermark auto-scaling. The watermark automatically adjusts its size for larger or smaller images, and you can turn this off if you want. Automatic placement adjustments. It can position the watermark differently across images when necessary. So you should definitely give it a try if you're watermarking multiple images on a regular basis. It's also super easy to fill a photo with tiled watermarks. You can adjust the spacing, rotate them, and lay them out horizontally or diagonally. More to that, right before you download your results, you can convert your photo to a different format, resize it, and even crop it if the aspect ratio needs to be changed. Of course, like any free app, it does have its limitations. The free version adds a small logo to the processed file. It looks like this. But here's what you can do if that's a big issue for you. First, you can try the mobile version of Watermarkly. The number of images you can upload per day is the same, but there's no watermark added. You just need to watch an ad before downloading. The second option works great if you only need to watermark a single photo. Go to the Add Text to Photo tool from Watermarkly, upload your image, and create your watermark from scratch. It has the same editing features as the main watermarking tool and saves the result without the Watermarkly logo. The only downside is that it doesn't save your templates for future use. That's it for Watermarkly. Let me know in the comments if you had a chance to try it out. And of course, our team is counting on your likes. It really helps us make more reviews of free tools like this. Next, Visual Watermark. This one is a desktop watermarking app, and because it runs on your computer instead of in a browser, it can handle up to 50,000 photos incredibly fast. It has most of the same watermarking features as Watermarkly, plus professional-looking customizable templates that combine logo and text. And here's a big bonus. You can add copyright metadata to your images embedded directly into the EXIF data. That's an extra layer of protection. If you want to learn more about how this app works, we've got a full guide here on the channel. What are the main downsides of the Visual Watermark app? First, you do need to install it. It's available for both Mac and Windows. Second, the free version adds a small company logo at the bottom of your watermarked images, and you can only remove it if you upgrade. Visual Watermark also has a mobile version for Android users, and all your templates can be synced across all the devices you use. So is it the best alternative to Canva for watermarking photos? Well, it depends. For some people, the most important thing is having a super user-friendly interface and fast processing for lots of images, and the small logo on the final photos isn't really a problem. But for others, that's a deal breaker. Let me know in the comments what matters most to you when choosing a watermarking tool, and what other free apps would you recommend besides the ones we covered. That's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got more reviews and tutorials coming that'll make your image editing way easier.